Don't think. Feel. It's like a finger pointing to the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger, or you miss all the heavenly glow. Do you understand?
Hello friends. Alright, today's video, this will be for a fellow language learner. A fellow language learner who's having problems managing time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to read this message and just go through everything I'm doing for now as far as managing time for studying Cantonese. So, here we go. Alright, so hello Mr. McCormick. I don't know if you remember me, but I corresponded with you last summer and paid for a session with you on Skype to get help with overcoming some of my problems with language learning. Just in case you don't recall, I successfully learned Japanese, Chinese, and Korean, but I was and still am struggling a great deal to make progress with my Hungarian. Now to bring your attention to the issue at hand, I would like to request a favor of you. I have come to the realization that my poor results in the language learning are not due to my aptitude, methods, or dedication, but to my poor time management skills. This issue has caused a lot of stress in my life, and despite my efforts to remedy this over the past 5 years, I'm still stuck going through cycles of high productivity separated by long periods of inactivity. As you know, this kind of behavior creates a huge roadblock for language learning, because after not studying for a few months, I basically have to start from the very beginning again, which is very frustrating and kills my motivation. In my quest to find a permanent fix for this problem, I have been reading some self-help books that suggest ways to better organize one's life. One of the suggestions in the book I read was to ask someone I look up to who is successful in my field how they manage their time. So if possible, I would really appreciate if you could help me out with this. Okay. I think it would be better. Okay, so I'm not going to mention the person's name here. So he's basically having time managing. He's basically having problems managing his time for learning languages. I don't know. I found it very interesting that you're very successful learning Japanese, Chinese, and Korean. Those are difficult languages to learn. And obviously, with those type of, if your native language being English, you have to have a lot of time. You pretty much have to have a good schedule to learn those languages. I mean, I just thought that was very interesting compared to Hungarian. I've never studied Hungarian before, although it's on my list. But I don't know. I don't think Hungarian can be as difficult as Chinese, Japanese, Chinese, and Korean. It can't be that difficult. So I don't know. I don't know what the problem is here. But yeah, the time is always an issue for everyone. It's always an issue. Even for myself, when I'm doing like several languages, it's like I have to break up the time, and it's kind of when you break up like, let's say if I'm studying like 10 languages at one time, I have to break up the time for each one, and the time is very short. So you don't get to enjoy that language for more than like at least an hour, more than an hour or two. And for now, when I'm doing with Cantonese, it's just unlimited. I'll do 10 hours a day. It may be 10 plus hours that I'm touching that language. Now I may not be reading for 10 hours straight, but it's broken up. The listening, it goes on all day. Okay, so basically I'm going to show you what I'm doing here for Cantonese. I'm going to read these questions. Okay, the first one you say a detailed schedule showing time of day for your typical daily schedule on both weekdays and weekends, holidays. Detailed schedule. So pretty much it's the same every day for me. Holidays, there is really no limit. Like even on holidays, I still will study the language, even if that if that means just listening to the language. I'm still doing something with it. Monday through Friday, I'll just say Sunday through Saturday, because like I said, it's pretty much the same. I'll get up in the morning. I'll get up in the morning, take my wife to work. I'll come back home, well, let's see. I'll get up, get washed up, of course. Then I go change the litter boxes, change the poop. Check this. I change the litter boxes. I got to keep track of this time here. Okay, hold on for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so basically basically what I'll do, I get up in the morning, get washed up, change litter boxes, take my wife to work, find something to eat, and see, while I'm doing that, I put the earphones on for the Cantonese. Like right now, I get up, I have several books that I listen to in Cantonese. I have this current colloquialism book, and I go by chapters. So I've listened to things from this book. Then I have Teach Yourself, which, you know, I went through it already before, but I may still go through just to do some, you know, extra listening. Then I have this Living Cantonese for intermediate learners. I listen to that. And then I have this Learning Cantonese Through Stories. So let's say like this morning I woke up, I started listening to this, the chapter I'm on, which is chapter 5. I listen to this for about an hour or two, just keep it playing while I'm changing the litter boxes. And when I take my wife to work, I'll play the audio after I drop her off, come back, you know, keep listening to it for like I said, for at least 2 hours. And then after that, I'll go through something. I'll sit down for like an hour. And I think I mentioned this before, but like this, from this Teach Yourself book or any book, it doesn't matter, I'll copy down dialogues like this. I'll copy down just for the character practice. Okay, I do this every day. And then I have these news I listen to online or over on YouTube. For example, we have something like this.
臨近六四事件22週年，有內地維權人士話，當局監控嚴密，而因為煽動顛覆國家政權罪正在服刑嘅諾貝爾和平獎得主劉曉波，佢嘅屋企人話，自從舊年10月以嚟，都未有機會到監獄探劉曉波。舊年10月，諾貝爾和平獎委員會宣布劉曉波獲獎之後，太太劉霞同屋企人曾經獲獎到錦州監獄探望劉曉波。呢一次探監之後，獲
So I spend like an hour listening to the like random stuff like that, like those news, and then I have some movies here I'll watch. I'll spend like an hour. So it's just, you know, I just do this for every day. I'll go to a chat room and I try to practice the stuff I've learned, and then I spend an hour, at least an hour there. Then I go back listening to something. So I'm back and forth doing this every day. Okay. And I mean, I try to stick to this. I try to stick to the schedule. I try to stick to the schedule every day because you will get the results. You don't want to be all over the place. So let's see. What else did you ask me? Let's see. A breakdown of studying activities that you do, explain in detail what you're working on, which I just did. Strategies used for managing time well and getting down all your goals in days. So basically, what I just showed you. As long as if I get through all these books, these listening. All these books here, I listen to my news, I watch a movie, and go chat with someone, spend an hour chatting with someone. That's it. I'm content. I'm done with what I need to do for that day with Cantonese. And then tomorrow I do the same thing. I just repeat it. So I do this every day. So like I said, as far as the time, I don't really have a set time for Cantonese because my schedule changes up. It's like I may have to meet with students, and then I may do some things with my wife over the weekend. So it's not like at 2 o'clock every day I do this. It's different. But I know for a fact I'm getting at least 10 hours in or more a day on this Cantonese. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope that helped you. And if you have any other questions, just let me know. If any of you others have any, like, if you guys want to make video responses and just show this guy what you're doing to maintain your time for studying language, that would be great. So, yep, thanks for viewing the video, and I look forward to you guys' video responses or questions.